You all know a lot of the masters from the Jedi Council: Yoda, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Depa, but I think that this one is one that's often forgotten and is a really cool one because it does have an amazing and super interesting lightsaber. I'm talking, of course, about Even Piell, and this is his lightsaber from Ultimate Works. Come with me to check this one out because I promise you this is phenomenal, and we have a couple of cool surprises for you guys.
May the Force be with you, Padawan.
Hey nerds, welcome back to the Fellowship of the Nerds. I am your host as always, Luke Skywalker, and today we have a really cool one. We're going to be checking out Ultimate Works Even Piell's lightsaber, and I cannot believe that no one has reviewed this before because it's absolutely cool. There are other versions out there, I think TXQ or LGT, but in my mind this one is the top of all of the ones out there. So without further ado, let's unbox this. And as usual, Ultimate Works has provided their usual collector box, which I think they're very cool. I really like these boxes. And inside we're going to find, first of all, our tools. And our tools are going to come here, see, branded with EP, Even Piell. You're going to get our charging cable. We're going to get bits. These are to put together a stand. And I'll show you more about that in a second. You're going to get your glove. And you're going to get your hilt. Really lovely hilt. And you're going to get here, see, the other parts to install your stand. And you're going to get that stand. You're going to be able to put this, which is a plaque with the character's name, and of course, well, it says episode TCW, which is the Clone Wars. It's not an episode as such, but so you're gonna get that. I think that these Ultimate Works, including these, is absolutely cool. And you're gonna get your hilt. Makes sense that you'll have your gloves because, as you can see here, this is shiny, so it's a little bit of a fingerprint magnet. It's a 2-button lightsaber. Both buttons are here. You're gonna get 2 retention screws. You're gonna get your blade plug. And to access the core, you're going to access this through here. There you go. And we're going to see a little bit more about the core as we go into the video. But this is all that will come in the box. And all around, I think this is pretty cool. And here it is. Look at this thing. Look how cool, discreet but elegant this lightsaber is. Super cool. Our core is hidden here, and is the vent is the pommel is completely vented. And like a lot of lightsabers from Ultimate Works, you'll have a little thing that you'll have to pull out to reveal your core. And there you're going to want to turn on your kill switch, which is in the back. And all of this lights up, which I always find that this super cool.
Take care of the drones.
Now, you've already heard that, and I have the privilege and honor to tell you that this is our 3rd sound font that we've created here at the Fellowship of the Nerds, and it's super cool. We did it all based on the Clone Wars, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Now, before we continue, I just want to point out that if you want to your buttons, these are the buttons hidden there, as I explained on the unboxing. If you want your top button to be your ignition, you want to insert your chassis with the battery facing you, and that way you ensure that, because otherwise, if you put it with the battery away from you, then the ignition will be the bottom. Now, this has, as I also said on the unboxing, you have 2 retention screws, and this is a 7/8 of an inch plate. What do you say if I show you what this looks like in the dark, and I show you the sound fonts? Absolutely phenomenal. Not to toot my own horn here, but I'm super glad that this is the 3rd sound font that we've done. And I know what you're going to be asking me. Wait a second, what do you mean this is the 3rd sound font that you've done? I've only seen the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi Blue Adept lightsaber from Korriban, and that is true. But even though we already seen it, the lightsaber, we went and did one for Mace Windu based on the Clone Wars as well, which I'm about to show you right now. And this is our lightsaber from any sabers that you can get from Corbin with the crystal reveal. We had already seen this before, but we hadn't done this sound fun.
Jedi Master Mace Windu. My name is General Mace Windu of the Jedi Order.
Absolutely cool. And of course, with your crystal there, which is absolutely phenomenal.
I found the bomb.
General Windu, Trench took out Echo.
May the Force be with you.
This is a lightsaber that I've always loved. It's one of my favorite. But the reason why we did this sound fun is as we were doing the Evan Peel sound fun, it kind of became clear that we needed to have a Mace Windu one from the Clone Wars, because when you activate this lightsaber,
Master Peel, it's good to see you alive, my friend.
how cool is this? So come with me. Let's take this one outside and check it out.
Master Peel, it's good to see you alive, my friend.
Remember this, and see to it that the information I'm about to give you is revealed to no one but the Jedi Council.
Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely great sound fun. Not to toot my own horn, but and super cool lightsaber.
Master Peel, it's good to see you alive, my friend.
And even though it's a small lightsaber, no issue whatsoever with for clashing or anything like that.
Obi-Wan has a point. I'll go with him. You go with Skywalker.
Super cool lightsaber, guys.
Remember this, and see to it that the information I'm about to give you is revealed to no one but the Jedi Council.
I love this lightsaber. I have, again, it's not because we've done the sound fun, but it's super cool. Now, it will come with a bunch of other sound funs. I'm just going to give you an example of a few.
Jedi Master Evan Peel.
Power.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Hello, Master. It's been a while.
Going somewhere?
I am Bastila Shan. Rey Skywalker. Care to introduce your new friends, Caleb?
I claim this sword, and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
Master Windu.
So, who are you?
Cal Kestis.
Lord Vader, I am your death, Master Junda.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force.
Kylo Ren.
I know what I have to do.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ben Solo.
Do you know Ezra Bridger? He's my friend.
Young Rey. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Anakin Skywalker.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Baylan Skull.
At last we will have our revenge.
General Kenobi.
Meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think that's pretty much all.
Master Qui-Gon.
Jedi Master Evan Peel.
So, let's go over our ratings. So this one on the sign, I'm only going to give it a 9. And you're gonna ask me, why only a 9? Why is this not a 10? One good reason. The two buttons here, right? This could have been a button, easily. but they decided to put both buttons here. The problem is that it's not necessarily intuitive, so sometimes you might press like both buttons combined, prompting the volume menu, or doing something that you don't want to do instead of what you want to do. So I think that there should have been one button instead of the both buttons here, and therefore that's gonna drop it a point and give it a 9. When it comes to ergonomic, this is a 10. Like, this thing handles, it's like the Yoda, it handles like a dream, like light, perfect. Because it takes 7/8 of an inch blade, and 7/8 of an inch blades are usually light. Really super easy to just to give you an idea.
It's good to see you alive, my friend.
Absolutely not a problem with this lightsaber. So in terms of ergonomics, it's definitely going to be a 10.
Keep going. Ahsoka and I will take care of the droids.
And in terms of sound font, even though we have created the sound font, and that of course is going to be a 10 for us, when it comes to sound, it's going to be an 8.5. The reason for this is because it doesn't come with a sound font for the character. We had to create our own for it, and there's no sound fonts out there that anybody sells. So I want to say that there is a lost opportunity here. Ultimate Works could have reached out to a lot of people who create sound fonts and create one for the character. It's a missed chance, but it does come with a lot of other cool sound fonts that you would have heard. The sound of it is fantastic, like through the vent and everything. It sounds phenomenal. Like, there's not a problem in terms of that. So that's the reason why it's going to get an 8.5 and not a 10. So if you add all of those combined, you're going to see the full rating here. And this also is going to mean that this is a lightsaber that we were definitely going to be recommending here at the Fellowship of the Nerds. Again, not because we've done the sound font, but of course it was going to be recommended because look at this thing. It's super cool. And it's so unique. And that's something that we always love here in the Fellowship. It's, to give you guys something unique. And nerds, that is our review. I hope that you find that useful. I hope that you find it interesting. If you did, please leave a comment and tell me if this is one that you will be wanting to pick up, because I think it's really cool. There are other variants out there. I think there's a TXQ and then GT, I want to say, or maybe just the TXQ, or maybe just the LGT. I'm not quite sure now. I know there's no Elf, there's no Corbin, there's no KR or anything like that. There's no 89 Sabers either. So this is definitely the one to go, in my opinion. This will be an incredible, not to quote General Grievous here,
a fine addition to my collection.
Nerds, I have been your host as always, Luke Skywalker. Remember, the Force will be with you always. Remember to live long and prosper, and may the odds be ever in your favor, Melanin. And until we meet again, Mischief Manage. I'll see you around, nerds.